In this video, we're going to look at editing content for your projects. So you can see here that the default block is just text, and we can see over here what it's called. This is a paragraph block. So we can start typing. So now what if we wanted to make some of this bold? Well, we can select it, and from the bar up above, choose the bold icon. Same thing is true if you wanted to have some of the text be italicized. Select it and choose the italic. If you wanted to link to something, select some of the text, click on the link icon, and type in the URL. The text turns blue to show that it's got a link now. If we wanted to modify how this text was aligned, you can use the alignment right here. What if we wanted to change the color of this text? Well, we can select it, use the drop-down, go to text color. If we want to change the size of the font in the paragraph, we can go over to the properties for this block and change it right here. Notice that this changes the font size for the entire paragraph. That's okay. If we wanted to, we could always have another paragraph and use a different font size for this. You can change the text color as well as the background color in the color settings on the right. But you can still select individual sections of text and change those like we did before. Make sure you consider how legible your text is. You don't want to make it difficult to read. Exploring these settings can give you a lot of options. Let's take a look at a different block. To add a new block, we can click on the plus symbol over here that says Add Block, or choose the plus symbol from the top that says Add Block. That then gives us a list of blocks that we can choose from. Let's try the heading block. It doesn't look too much different from our paragraph block that we increased the size of. But it's nice and easy to change these around. That way you can have some consistent headings. Similar controls are available for modifying the text in a header. Here's the list block. You can change the style of the list, indent, color settings are found on the right-hand side for the entire block. Here we can see that this is giving us a warning that the background color and the foreground text make it difficult to read. So if you see that, chances are you want to try and change to something different. Now what if we wanted to change the background color for all three of these items? Well, we can do it separately, but as you'll notice, there's these gaps in between them. So in order to do this, we'll need to group them first together. I can select them all by clicking and dragging, and then by clicking on the three dots, I have the option to group. This puts them all together in one group. So now I can go to the color settings and change them. Notice that you can still change the color settings of each individual block separately. This way you don't end up having those gaps in between your different blocks. Let's see the gallery. With this, you can upload images that you want to display. It makes it easy to display a lot of different images. I can continue to upload more photos. I can create a caption for the gallery. We can also choose images from the media library that we may have already uploaded. You can click on various images and it'll add them to the selection. You can also click in the corner where it has the check mark and have it turn into a negative. This means you'll remove it from your selection. If I want to select all these three images, I can hold down Shift and now click on the right one as well, while this one is also selected. Now they all become selected. I'll click on Add to Gallery, and then Update Gallery. Just like with the settings for the paragraph, list, and header, we have settings for the gallery. So here it has the number of columns. Here you can see it's got 3 columns. Well, if I wanted to change that, I can just slide this Also note that I have crop images selected. So here you can see that they are being cropped in order to fit into the space that's available. If I uncheck that, they shrink down so you see the entire image rather than just a cropped section. Link to means what happens when they click on it. Right now it's set to none, but if we change this so that it links to the media file, and we preview this, now when we click on an image, it opens up the image so we can see it in full screen. Let's go back to editing. If I choose none and preview, now I don't have the option to click on these images. So take that into consideration. If you have these cropped and you don't allow them to view the full size, this is all they're going to see.